Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the cafe at the end of the universe. Uh, I'm of course here with my lovely fiance, Sydney.
Fiance. You said fiance.
Did I really?
You did.
um,
That's. I. That. Do fleas have fiancés?
oh, shut up. That's so dumb. But with it
That's
being
a genuine question.
how am I supposed to
What
know?
if they do?
God,
What if they have
you're,
little
you're
flea?
already making me look stuff up.
What if they have
Do
little
fleas?
Philas?
Do fleas mate for life?
Do they have little
What
flea weddings?
No, fleas do not mate for
Oh,
life.
fuck, man.
Sorry.
Fucking fleas.
Anyway,
I knew they were no good.
Welcome back to the cafe. I'm here with Sydney,
Yes.
and with it being the first official episode of the podcast,
Yeah.
she has brought us our first drink.
Yes,
So why
I
don't
made
you...
drinks. Wait, clink. Clink.
Well, no. First, you have to
Oh,
describe
yes.
what it is.
So this is cinnamon orange tea. I got it at our local. We have a local tea store downtown, and that's where I source all of my teas. They've been there for 25 years now. As of 2 weeks ago, they've been there for 25 years. So since 1999, or I think it's 25 years, 20 something. But they've been there a long fucking time. And they weren't always a tea store, but they're, I'm not gonna say what it is, because then that would, but yeah, they make really good teas, lots of, like, artisanal stuff. They have a lot of, like, specialty teas, and, like, I don't really have anything else to say on it. It's really good. It's really good. Any tea you could ever dream of, they have it, and it's wonderful. So yeah. So this is cinnamon orange tea. It's decaf because it's pretty late. So it's black tea, but it's decaffeinated black tea. And it's very spicy, and it's very sweet, and it's very good. It's very cinnamony. So we're gonna clink.
Hold on.
Wait. Clink.
Okay. I got
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Now, I have very sensitive taste buds when it comes to heat.
Yeah.
I know you don't.
Yeah.
Neither you or Xander do.
No.
So this might be a
No.
little too much for me
I
at the
burned-
moment, so I will be drinking it throughout the episode. And I won't.
I've burned my taste buds off long ago. So
Oh no, that's fine right now.
okay, good.
What?
It's not sweetened or anything. That's just how it tastes.
Yeah, that's really weird.
What is it? Too spicy? Too
Yeah,
cinnamony?
it's the cinnamon. I'm not a huge fan of cinnamon, but that's not too bad. Yeah,
You
that's
say as
very
you take one
sweet.
sip and cough, and then put the rest down to never pick up again.
I'm
That's
going
not
to.
too
I'm
bad.
going to.
That's not too bad. Never drinks it again.
Like I like the first taste, but then the cinnamon aftertaste is just not for me.
Okay.
But it's not bad. I mean, I
Can
like
I try
it.
yours? Because since mine is still in the thermos, mine is still really hot. I could have brewed it a little longer to bring out the orange flavor, but I was on a time crunch. But I thought it was seasonally appropriate because it's October right now. We'll
Yeah,
have
I
nicer
wish-
we'll have nicer cups next time. Right now
I
we're
wish
drinking
you
out of
could,
an Annie the musical mug and a Fox thermos. We'll have cool teacups next time.
We should get pumpkin spice lattes
Yes,
from Starbucks.
yes.
Get you one that
Oh,
you can drink.
I do not want to go to Starbucks. I hate Starbucks. I have beef with Starbucks. Or Starbucks has beef with me. I don't know which way it is, but I don't like Starbucks. I would love to go to, because I mean pretty much every coffee shop is selling PSLs at this time of year. So we could go to, like, there's 2 downtown that I can think of right now, and they make really good coffee. Their coffee's better than Starbucks. Pretty much any little independent coffee shop you go to usually has better quality drinks than Starbucks could ever dream of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
No,
just
I don't want to anger any Starbucks fans out there, but
just as
their
a
coffee's not that good.
just
It's
as
just
a-
not that good.
this is a very quick aside. Sydney finds it very difficult to come up with topics
Yes.
for the podcast. So
And it's a lot to do that and then come up with drinks too on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we switched every week where you came up with the drink and then
no, I can't.
I know that's the thing. So you're gonna slowly be coming up with topics. And if I think of ones here and there, I'll suggest them. But it's mainly gonna be you
it's
coming
mainly
up with,
going to be me coming up with the topics.
And I can just worry about the drinks.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I just thought of this like right as you were on your way over, or getting ready to come over, and I looked up a list, and I have a bunch of would you rather questions because I think that would be super fun. I
that's
didn't
cool.
pick ones that were very like entirely like super serious. I
What's,
thought
like,
ones
the-
that we could kind of get
What's
into a
like
little
the,
bit.
the 40, 69, 420 questions to I don't know.
Oh, like the 32 questions to ask on a date or something?
Or,
To
yeah.
find your true love?
Yeah, that one.
I would still like to do that one.
I
with
would too.
Xander.
I would too. Are we gonna do it with all three of us?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I have a
We have also gotten confirmation that the next mental health episode that we do, we'll be getting Xander with us.
Yes. Yes.
He is willing to share some of his experiences and
yeah.
just talk about mental health in general, because that's mental health is also important to him, to other people. That makes sense. But we're not going to get into that right now.
I would like to ask a lore-related question for the podcast. So so we're at a cafe. This is a cafe at the end of the world, right?
Oh,
What happened?
just a lot of cinnamon. Continue.
You don't like cinnamon?
It,
That much?
No, it was strong. It like hit
Oh.
the front of my tongue, just
Okay.
like bad.
Oh my god.
Continue.
You're a little baby with spices. But the lore of the podcast. What are we customers at the cafe? And if so, who's making the drinks? Who's serving us?
I'd like to think that we're not really customers. We're just here.
Are you? Hold on. Am I the barista and you're my only customer?
No, that's
And
weird.
we just talk at the bar the whole time for like
No.
an hour or 2 hours?
No, that's weird. First of all, I would think that we would be sitting in a booth.
Well, yes, a booth, but I think it would be funny if
No, I just think it's
Is
funny
nobody
to think that
running
we're
the-
here.
I
Yeah,
think it
that's just that we're here.
I think it would be funny if there was like a unknowable entity running the coffee shop.
Fuck.
Oh my god! If it's bothering you, stop drinking it.
Well, I'm almost done with it anyway, so
Oh my
I might as
God.
well finish it. But yeah, I
Keep that in mind. I
I
will never
saved-
make a drink with cinnamon ever again.
no, it's strong for
There's
me.
not even that much cinnamon in there.
Then I guess it's just me.
It is.
But I have 30 would you rather questions that I copied here,
Yes.
and I thought we could, kind of get into it.
I like to imagine that Lafremore's behind the counter and he's just like, or they're just like serving up drinks.
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
In the bakery. They're just, yeah. I think that would be funny.
So, are you ready for the first one?
Okay.
We could both. I just think it would be very fun to just, talk, kind of get into these kind of things. Just some
Okay.
fun would you rather questions.
Okay.
So the first one is, would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
10 minutes or 150 years?
Yeah.
Well, what? I mean, if I apply that to right now, what benefit would I gain from? Oh my god.
It. Oh,
It's just cinnamon. It's just cinnamon. Oh my god, you look like a baby who just ate a lemon. You're like puckering.
Ooh.
Your face is puckering up.
Oh man. Oh, hold on. I actually need some water really quick.
Oh my god. Can you believe this, guys? He's still getting water.
Oh man, I've never reacted like that to anything. Like I like lemons too. I've never reacted that way to like anything I've ever eaten before.
That doesn't have lemons in it.
No, I know, but the lemon thing.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I like lemons.
I do too.
That's just really weird. I've never.
Do you not like spices?
No, I like spice. I think it's just specifically cinnamon. There's something about, like, it's like raw cinnamon. Like I even don't. Like you know how candles smell. You know how the cinnamon candles smell.
Yeah.
It's that, and it tastes like that.
Do you just not? Well, it's not cinnamon, like ground cinnamon that's in there. It's cinnamon oil. It's the.
Then I guess that's
you just
what I
don't
don't
like cinnamon oil. Okay. Because that's what's in there.
Because
it's like
that
it's
was-
concentrated cinnamon flavor.
That was like
but it's
like awful. Like I've never. No, I mean like at the start it was fine, but when because I'm assuming it all piles at the bottom. But at the bottom, oh, that was not good for me.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't bad at the start, and it's not your fault. I mean, whatever. Yeah.
Is cinnamon the only? I mean, do you like any other spices, or is cinnamon the only one? That
I
you
guess
have
cinnamon
an
is the only
averse
one that I have a reaction
reaction
to.
to?
I've never,
Okay.
again, I've never reacted like that
Okay.
with any other spice or
That's
anything like
weird.
that before. Yeah, no, it really is.
Did you have any other like physiological symptoms? Do you think you're allergic? Do I need to get the EpiPen?
No. No. I don't know. That was weird. It was just. I think it was just really bitter. I don't know if that's the word.
Orange to the thigh, blue to the sky.
What?
That's what they tell you when you use an EpiPen.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've never had
The
to.
caps on either. Yeah.
Anyway.
That's why I was saying.
So-
do you need one?
No.
Okay.
10 years or 10 minutes or 150 years? Which one would you rather?
Well, what benefit would I gain from looking 10 minutes into the future right now?
Right now, I
Yeah.
don't know, you would see
I would be
10
sitting,
minutes.
I'd be sitting here. Now, when it says, would you rather be able to see into the future 10 minutes or 150? Does it mean my future or does it just mean the future? The future.
I'm gonna say this so
With a
we
capital T.
So we know that. So we assume this for all of them. Interpret it as you will.
Okay.
Like just interpret it how you want.
I think 150 years into the future would be pretty sweet. I would like to know that. I think that would be cool.
Do you have anything
Now,
else
does
to
that
elaborate
mean
on?
exactly?
I do
150
also have 30 of these. So.
Oh my god! Do you mean like exactly 150 years
I-
into the future?
I would
or like
say-
everything that happens,
fine.
that happens between now and 150 years in the future. Do
I-
I get to see all of that, or just that singular
I
moment
think it would
in
be
time?
that singular moment. I think that's
in time.
yeah.
Okay. Like we fast forward, and then I just get to see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. I think maybe 10 minutes, because it's nice to know if I'm about to do something stupid, how it's gonna turn out.
Yeah, so when it comes to and your job too, it's kind of important for your job because
Yeah.
you have to make sure kids are safe.
Yeah. It would be nice to know, like, if I see
It's
a
like,
kid
"Ah, this
that's
kid's about to do this."
climbing up on, like, those huge web death traps, if I know, like, hey, I would like to be able to see 10 minutes into the future and see, is this kid gonna... Are you okay?
Yeah, wrong pipe. I'm having a lot of issues
Are
right now.
you...
Okay.
To see if, a kid's gonna crack their skull open or not would be useful, and
Yeah,
being able to prevent that would be useful. And
I find
I do a lot of stupid things every day, and I would like to not do those stupid things anymore, like get second-degree burns and cut into my thumb with a kitchen knife, and yeah,
I find 10 minutes to just be the most useful.
burn too many candles in my room and make the smoke alarms go off.
Because
I've
just
done that
being able to see 10 minutes is just more useful because then you can plan for it.
Yeah.
Especially if you.
Versus 150 years in the future
No,
is
no.
cool, but I mean, what are you gonna do
Now,
about
is this
that
a-
if it sucks?
Now, is this a kind of situation where if you can see 10 minutes, you can't fix it? Like.
I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
I
I
feel
would
like
say if I could fix it, then I would go with 10 minutes, and if I can't do anything about it, then I'd go with the 150.
I think I would still go with the 10 minutes.
Why?
Because it's
If it's
still just
gonna-
more useful.
If
Like,
it's gonna happen anyways, though, no matter what you do, then, I mean,
because then
wouldn't that just suck?
not really.
Wouldn't,
I mean,
wouldn't that suck more than not being able to see 10 minutes into the future? Like, hey, this is the fate that awaits you if you do this. But surprise, no matter what you do, it's going to happen anyway.
I think I would still
Like
do
like
the 10 minutes.
Like a carrot dangling in front of you.
I think I would still do the 10 minutes.
Why is that?
I just
You just want
would,
to?
I would just want to.
Okay. I think it would be cool to just see
Because-
what it looks like in 150 years.
Well, yeah, because
even
then
if I
there's
only
the-
use it once.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
that
the
would-
thing.
that would
You
be cool.
would only use it once. You know what I
Oh.
mean?
Yeah.
Because it's
I mean,
like
I could use it every year.
I mean-
on New Year's Day, that's part of our
sure.
our new,
But with the 10 minutes thing, you
Part of the
you would
celebration.
you would want to use it a lot. You know, if you could change things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I think I would still go with the 10 minutes.
I would go with 150. I think,
Okay.
assuming I can't change anything with even seeing 10 minutes into the future.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming I can't change anything, I would go with 150. Okay, next.
Okay. Would you rather have telekinesis, the ability to move things with your mind, or telepathy, the ability to read minds?
I do not want to read minds. I do not want to know what's going on inside other people's heads. I think that would be. I think that's better left unknown. I really don't want to sometimes. Do I get to choose? Do I just have it on all the time? Can I turn it off?
I would say interpret it.
Plus,
As you
I don't
will.
even know how
feel
that
like-
works, because how do you know everything that's going on? I mean, I don't even know how somebody would read my mind, because so much is going on at once. I can't even read my own mind.
I
don't
feel
know
like
about you.
nothing is ever going on in mine because there isn't
No
any
thoughts
even
head
really
empty.
back of the head
Yeah.
thinking. It's just
I don't even have thoughts half the time. Like, they're not narrated. I just know what I'm thinking. I just know. I think more visually. I think in visuals.
Mm-hmm.
Or like I'll see words even if I'm thinking them, like they're being typed out.
I don't have that.
Really.
Yeah.
I don't hear anything narrating my thoughts. There's nothing narrating what I'm thinking. Rarely, unless I'm consciously trying to do it, then I can.
Oh, everybody has that differently. It's interesting to
Yeah.
hear about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. But
So
I don't think I would want to hear.
yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like telekinesis would be the best
And it
one.
feels like I would be like infringing on people's privacy, and it just feels wrong. I mean, because people think, and it would also make me feel really paranoid and terrified all the time, probably, because people have some dark thoughts, and they don't necessarily mean to enact anything with them. They don't mean to execute any of them. They just think those things. Like, if I'm talking to somebody and I'm using my telepathy to read their minds while they're speaking to me, and they're upset with me, and they're like, wow, I would really love to strangle you right now. But they don't actually do it, but that would still perturb me. That would freak me the fuck out. I don't want to know that. Keep it to yourself. Keep your thoughts of strangling me in my sleep to yourself, please. I don't want to know.
Telekinesis then.
I would do telekinesis.
I feel also.
Now how much weight can I lift?
Do you want like a mage hand situation?
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like, what was it? It's like 5 pounds or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I could use my telepathy, like the more that I use,
Telekinesis.
if I could like, oh yeah, if I could like exercise my telekinesis like a muscle and like eventually get to
You
the
just
point where I
think
can,
in your brain.
yeah, where I can lift like whole fucking cars with it, I would do that. That sounds cool. If I could like train my telekinesis to lift heavy shit, that would be cool. I wouldn't have back problems. You wouldn't have back problems.
I wouldn't have back
You
problems.
wouldn't have back problems.
I feel like telekinesis
That would be
is
great.
the most useful
Oh
out
my
of
god.
all the options.
Oh my god.
All right,
That'd
ready?
be awesome. Yes.
All right, so the third one is, would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade?
Jail.
Jail?
I would not want to be in a coma and then wake up and because at least I'd be somewhat aware of what's going on outside of jail. I would be conscious and awake, and my brain wouldn't be stunted, and I wouldn't come out of it on the other end having to learn how to speak and not knowing who I am and not knowing whether or not the people I love are still alive. And I mean, I guess it would kind of be the same with jail, but I mean, jail is only 5 years versus a whole 10.
I mean, that's what happened. That's what happened in Sword Art Online.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I think, man, I would not want to be in a coma. That scares me.
I feel like
being both scare me because jail is fucking.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
that's what I was gonna say.
Some people eat you alive.
Literally.
Metaphorically and literally. Oh my god. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. Plus.
Yeah. A coma is kind of scary.
It's
like when you really think about
women's
it.
jails are do not spark joy for me. That's not, in the words of Marie Kondo, they don't spark joy.
So jail.
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 But neither do comas. So by virtue of the fact that it would be a shorter time in jail, I would do jail.
I think I would also do jail.
Yeah.
I don't want to
I don't want to wake.
I don't
want to
hear
like, who the fuck am I?
I don't want to hear the. I had sex with your mom kind of thing, where it's just like they whisper in your ear because they don't know that you can still hear, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It scares me. It just scares me.
Okay. Would you rather have another 10 years with your partner or a one-night stand with your celebrity crush?
Did you just highlight and delete all of that? Yeah. Have you been doing that with all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So another 10 years with me.
I don't have a celebrity crush, so I don't know how that. I don't even know why that would be a question.
There's no way you don't.
Okay, Kristen Stewart.
Who?
Kristen Stewart.
Okay, I gotta look this up.
Also, Keira Knightley. Either one of them.
Kristen.
No, wrong. No, it's with a K. It's yeah. There you go.
She's a girl. Yeah, there's. Oh,
I was never a huge Twilight fan, but she.
You should have just said Twilight.
No,
and then I would have been like, oh,
Bella
okay.
from Twilight. She was Bella from. She was in a lot of other shit too. Look up Keira Knightley.
What's up with you and K's?
It's not. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, not right at all. But yeah. Good
What
guess.
is she in that I know?
I don't know if you know her from anything.
No,
but
I feel like I. Oh, yes.
I know her.
Yes.
Yes, she's in
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, she's also in Pride and Prejudice.
I know my mom has seen that. I think.
Oh, there she is. There, if you go down, That's her in Pride and Prejudice.
Okay. So what's your answer?
Does Mark count? I like Mark. I like
Markiplier?
Yes.
If yes.
But I don't want to. But I'm just asking, does that count as a celebrity crush?
Yes, I
Okay.
would say so.
Okay. No.
No?
No.
You'd have another 10 years with me.
Well, fuck yeah.
I want to fuck Ryan Reynolds.
okay.
I want Ryan Reynolds. That's it. That's the end of the sentence. I mean, come on. Like if if I had a chance to meet Ryan Reynolds, if I had a chance to see Ryan Reynolds naked,
when it asks
heck
you,
yes.
when it asks you, would you rather have another 10 years? Does it mean just 10 years? And then never again, or like at the end of that 10 years, something happens where one of us dies, or like
I was
you
thinking
break
that it's
up
like
with me, or I break up with you,
I
or
was
we
thinking
divorce.
where it was like, oh, this is like your, like, oh, the universe has a date for you or something, right?
Yeah.
And then it just kind of adds 10 to that, if that makes sense.
No, but another 10 years, so like from this moment, and then 10 years in the future, and then
No,
it stops, and then it
like where
ends.
it's supposed to stop, and then where it's supposed to stop, but then
And then
make
another
that
10
longer.
years.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what
Well,
I
I
think.
mean, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Jesus.
I don't want to live to 90. I'm sorry. I just don't. Not that I'm gonna like do a bunch of destructive things to my body up until that point where I die, but just that I don't want to live to 100. I don't live for longevity. I'm just here to have a good time. But
So you would fuck Mark.
if another 10 years means that I would have to live that 10 years,
No, that's
I don't
wouldn't
know.
understand. I wouldn't understand. I wouldn't say that that's what it means, because it could be a
Okay.
situation where it's like one of us has a planned death day,
yeah.
but then it adds 10 to that, 10 years
This is
to that.
confusing. I don't like how vaguely these questions are.
Again, you're
are
supposed to
worded.
interpret.
I
how-
interpret it that from this moment forward, I have 10 more years with you. In which case,
That's
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 no, awful,
that's,
and I don't like that.
no, that's not.
I don't want just 10 years. I want longer.
I would
do.
want to fuck Ryan Reynolds. That's my answer.
That's-
I would pick the one night stand.
That's fair.
I
Why
That-
not another 10 years? Why not another 10 years with me?
because Ryan Reynolds. Duh.
I can't even blame you.
Okay. Would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or everyone you know to have access to your internet history?
whoa.
These are both pretty bad.
Whoa,
These are both
that's awful.
These are both pretty
What
bad.
if I delete my history? Then what?
I feel
Then
like
what can they do?
I feel like this says permanent.
Okay.
Like both of these are permanent.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a tough one. This one's tough.
Can we skip this?
No,
Next question.
we gotta answer it.
Oh my god.
I honestly feel like the internet history would be better.
Yeah, because then that's not for the
Because-
rest of your life. Well, hold on.
Because
Because you can escape the internet, you can't escape your thoughts. That's my line of
yeah,
reasoning.
that's kind of
You,
because you could
Yeah,
think worse
I mean-
things than you search.
yeah, and they would have access to that for the rest of
Just
your
a
life.
lot of
Yeah,
porn.
all you have to
That's-
do is just not use the internet. It's also a lot of porn.
It's a lot of
It's
porn.
a lot of
I mean,
porn.
that's what.
It's so much porn.
I mean, they're just like, okay, fucking whatever, it's this shit again.
Yeah.
like they get a notification every time you look up something new.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, I feel like with how I'm trying to think Do I have anything in my internet history that's like that embarrassing or like even incriminating?
Why would you have something incriminating?
I've looked up like how to make a bomb before.
Why?
Because I just want to know. I've looked up lots of stuff about like school shooters because I don't understand what goes on inside those people's heads, and some of those search queries that I have look very suspicious. But it's not because I'm
Why
trying
do
to figure
people-
out how to shoot up a school. I just don't understand why those people do what they do, and it's very interesting to me. And I like true crime, and I just want to know. And I don't think any school shooters ever been like detained and been.
They've
They've been detained, but have been
No,
detained
wait.
and.
No, hold on. That's a different kind of topic that
What?
that we're not gonna get into.
I know, but I just.
No, I understand what you're
I
saying.
like to understand why the horrible people of the world do what they do and for what
Yeah.
reasons and why they were like what happened in their early childhood to make them behave the way that they do now and what led them to this point. Because psychology is very interesting to me. It's always been an interesting subject to me. I feel like I would go with internet history. I feel like pretty much
yeah,
everything
that's
I've
the
ever
best
searched up can
option.
be easily explained,
Yeah.
even if it looks sus.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I feel like that is the best of the two.
Yeah.
Okay. So, would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life, or give up the internet for the rest of your life? Now, this one's kind of
Internet.
difficult for me.
Oh, wow. In the Midwest? I mean, I guess you could just move to somewhere where
No,
it's
but
the
it says the
temperature's more
yeah, I guess, but
consistent.
but then no air conditioning, right? If it gets too hot.
Now, does that mean central heating? Does that mean like I can't use the heater? Because I can
It
still
says
electric
heating.
like electric blankets still exist. I could use that.
I would say
stoves still
anything
exist.
that is like that would cost money to use. Like that doesn't make any sense. That would make an electric bill. Oh, no, because that still plugs in.
Yeah.
Units, like things like heating units and cooling units, those kinds of things.
Okay,
I would
but
say
everything
aren't
else is
allowed,
still on
but
the
everything
table?
else is allowed.
So I can still use like fans and stuff.
Yeah, you just can't use like specifically air
Okay.
conditioners.
I could do that.
Could you really? You could.
I think I could do that. I do that pretty much every year anyway. I do that in my car.
Yes.
Every day on the way to and from work. So I mean, I've never had air conditioning or heating in there.
This one's kind of hard for me.
And people in Japan do it all the time. They don't have air conditioning or heating. They use heaters, like little heaters, plug-in heaters, and they use fans, lots of fans. So I mean, if they can do it, I could probably do it. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I need
This-
to get the whole thought out before I.
This one's kind of difficult for me because I use the internet a lot. A lot of my heroes are on the internet.
My whole fucking life's on the internet. I'm sorry.
And I want my career to be on the internet. So it's kind of difficult for me because I also work a job where I go outside a lot, and to be able to have that heating, and I also have to drive 20 minutes to work. And to not be able to have the air conditioning or heating during those, or when I come inside from being outside from the hot or the cold,
Yeah.
it would be extremely terrible.
Yeah.
So, but I think I would be able to give up air conditioning and heating with the parameters that you can use other
Yeah.
forms of those things.
Yeah.
But
They wouldn't be as
it
good.
is
but,
that is
yeah,
an awful thing to think
Yeah.
of, because
No. I mean, now, if I couldn't use air conditioning or any form of cooling or heating at all, I might consider giving up the internet, because having to live in discomfort for the rest of my life versus
that's
I could find my way around not being able to use the internet. I mean, people have been doing it for hundreds of thousands of years. It's fine. They did okay. Arguably, I mean, that's debatable, but they did okay. I feel like I could give that up if there were no alternatives to heating or cooling. I
Yeah.
feel like that would be doable. Very difficult, but doable.
Okay, so the next one is: would you rather swim in a pool full of Nutella
Ooh.
or a pool full of maple syrup?
Nutella's too thick.
And syrup is sticky. So what?
Yes. I
what's
think
so-
I would rather do maple syrup, mostly because
Really?
I'm allergic to Nutella because it has dairy in it. So I can't eat.
I
wouldn't
thought
be able to eat
Nutella
any.
was
I
the
wouldn't-
the dairy-free version of that.
No, Nutella there's milk because it has milk chocolate in it.
Go bad, have dairy. Does it?
Yes, absolutely.
What?
I don't know why every company in the world thinks that they need to add fucking milk powder to their products when it does nothing.
So then, why does it exist?
What exists?
Why does Nutella exist? Because I swear on my life that I thought it was for vegans. I thought it was made specifically for that reason. Because it's nut butter, isn't it?
No.
What is it?
It has hazelnut butter in it, but it's chocolate spread with hazelnut butter. With hazelnut butter. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You
What?
But it's not like it makes contact with your skin and you swell up. You just lactose intolerant.
I wouldn't be able to eat any of it. What's the point of swimming in something edible if you can't eat it? And it's too viscous to swim through anyway.
I think I would do the Nutella.
You can't swim through it.
Then
It's
let's say that you can. Like no
Okay.
matter what, you can
Okay.
swim through it.
I can't see through it then. What would be the point? It's just a pool full of
poop.
it's
It's
a
poop.
pool full of chocolate tar. That's all it is. It's so viscous and
But you'd come out.
opaque that you can't see
But
through
at least
and
it would
swim.
wash off easily.
So would maple syrup. It's sugar.
What?
It's sugar in syrup form. It's sugar. It crystallizes
I
eventually,
know.
and you can rinse sugar off of you. The thing with Nutella is that it has fat in it. It has sunflower lecithin in it. It has oil in it.
being
It has hazelnut oil in it by virtue of the fact that it contains hazelnuts. So therefore, rinsing it off would be harder than with water because you can't water and oil. Water does not rinse oil off of skin very seamlessly. So the no-brainer for me would be maple syrup because you could wash it off very easily.
The thought of being sticky though makes me extremely
you would be
uncomfortable.
sticky with Nutella because it has sugar in it.
Yes, but there's a difference between.
No, because if it's liquid enough that you can swim through it, then you would come out just as sticky.
No, like I'm not saying that like it was liquid enough. I'm saying that like you can't, like you have the ability to swim through it.
You would still come out sticky.
I know, but I feel like
You would actually be sticky longer because of the oil in it. Is what I'm saying. It would stick to your skin better.
I just can't. Like in my head, maple syrup is too much for me.
I love maple syrup.
I would swim in the
I would swim
Nutella.
through that all day. I would love to swim through maple syrup. And then I'd be able to easily wash it off. So it's a win-win.
Okay. Would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every time you go shopping, or always forget the one thing that you need when you go to the store?
That's me every time I go shopping anywhere.
Which one?
It's a Russian roulette every time to see which one it is. It's like flipping a coin. I do that every time. It doesn't matter which one I pick because I do both anyway. So
But if you could pick one and get rid of the other one, which one would
Okay.
it be? Like, and never do the other one ever again. I feel like I would go.
I think I would rather take 2 trips to the store.
Yeah,
for
you just
always
get home and
forgetting
you'd
one
be
thing.
like, oh, I forgot this.
10
and-
things I don't need every time I go shopping is a lot of money. That adds up over time. I don't
Oh,
have that
yeah.
kind of money. I mean, I don't have any room to speak right now because
Yeah,
I do
that's-
that.
yeah.
I do that already. But,
Simple.
I mean, if I wouldn't want to do that every time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's the difference between that and what I do now is that I don't do it every time. And if I
Yeah.
did do it every time, I would be broke. So, forgetting for the win.
Simple, easy.
Yes.
Would you rather never be able to go out during the day or never be able to go out at night?
Why can't I go out at night?
Monsters.
Am I a vampire if I can't go out during the day? Is
No,
that what that is?
Yeah, let's just assume that
Could-
if you
how
go
could I-
out during one of these times,
Yeah.
you'll die.
Could I get around that by like using an umbrella?
No, I'm like, if you step outside during
Okay.
a specific
If I
amount of
u-
time,
if
you
I
die.
slather myself in sunscreen.
So let's say
bathe in sunscreen.
let's say 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. is day,
Mm-hmm.
and then 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. is night.
Okay.
No matter where the sun is, like specifically counting on time.
Okay. 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. is night.
Yeah.
Oh, that would
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to go to work anymore. Those are my hours. So I would be able to survive going to work in the morning if I picked during the night, and then I would
And then you
never be
wouldn't
able to drive
go
home.
back.
I would never be able to drive home ever again. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult. I mean, I am definitely more. I have to go out during the day, and I just want to stay home at night. So I think for me, I would choose the night
most
one.
things happen during the day, and our society revolves around daytime activities. Very few things I feel like happen. I do most of my activities during the day, because I mean that's just when I'm awake, and God, that's so hard because I love being able to go out. I love
Yeah,
I love the
'cause
moon and the
sometimes when it's-
stars, and I love stargazing and stuff, and I love looking at the constellations. It's one of my
Yeah,
favorite things to
especially
do.
when you just want to like sit out at
Yeah.
night, like just like on a porch or
Yeah,
something,
and it's too
like
bright
really,
during the day. I
really
hate
beautiful.
how bright it is during the day. It's so hard to see. But I
The
love
sun
it at
is too
night.
bright.
It is too bright. I have blue eyes, and I can barely see outside during the day. But night is perfect. I don't know. I guess I would give up going out at night. If I
Yeah,
could look
I
out my
think-
window still.
Yeah, I would just say
Okay.
like you try and step outside and you just like combust,
Okay.
like you just gone.
Okay, I could do that, I think.
Yeah, I think that because we just do too much during the day to really be able to
give that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I work during the day,
Mhm.
and I would never be able to see anyone again if I picked not being able to go out during the day.
Would you rather be an extra in an Oscar-winning movie
Ooh.
or the lead in a box office bomb?
Both are pretty bad. I mean, if it.
But no,
I mean, for bragging rights purposes.
yeah, you could say I was in an Oscar-winning movie.
Yes, you could, and that would yeah. I feel like that would improve your social standing more than saying I starred in.
I'm gonna wait for you to answer before I
Okay.
tell you mine.
But I think, I don't know, because I mean, being the lead is still being the lead, and it's not your fault that it bombed. I mean, you had no idea. I mean, maybe your performance was the best performance in the movie, and just the everything else about the movie sucked. But you were the very thing that made it, not tank complete. I don't know. Maybe I feel like I have enough ability. I have enough confidence in my ability to have. I don't know. I guess the second one. Because that would be cool at the same time, even if the movie does bomb. But I mean, it's not my fault.
That is also my answer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I I very much want to be famous, and even if it
movie-
means that
yeah.
even if it means that I am in the lead in a movie that just absolutely flops, I would rather have that
Yeah.
than being an extra
Yeah.
in a movie that won an Oscar.
I would love to be the lead in Velocipaster. That would be great.
Okay, this one's kind of gross.
Okay.
It's would you rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week?
Okay, hear me out. I feel like it would be more unhygienic to wear your underwear for a week just because of how much is going on down there. And that's an open hole leading to the inside of your body. That's an orifice that you have to take into account more so than your feet, because your feet, I hope, don't have orifices.
Now,
Unless they do, in which case you need to go get that checked out by a doctor. But if you wore the same socks for... what? Then again, you sweat more. Your feet sweat more in your shoes walking around because you do more with your feet than you do with your genitals in a day. Most of the time. Unless you're like some people. But I do more with my feet in a day than I do with my genitals.
I also walk a lot.
Yeah.
For my job, it's
Yeah.
a lot of walking back and forth.
And a whole month is a lot.
Yes, a month is a long time.
And I mean, I could wash them if I could wash them and rinse my underwear out in the sink or something with like some soap and just spot clean them every once in a while. I feel like that'd be okay.
It doesn't say that you can't wash them.
Okay.
It just says you have to wear the same pair.
Ones. Okay.
But
I'm assuming
let's
that
think
means,
of this in a way where you can't
Okay.
wash them.
Okay.
Then
I think it would be easier because I mean I use liners on my this is TMI, but I use liners on my underwear because your discharge is a thing and it comes out of you whether you like it or not, and it can stain your underwear because of the pH level. So it's slightly acidic, I think, discharges. So over time, if it keeps getting on the fabric of your underwear, it will start bleaching it white.
Oh.
I don't want that to happen to my nice underwear, to my nice undies. So I wear liners. So I feel like that alone would keep them clean for longer. Because it's not like I wear a barrier between my feet and my socks. The same way I wear a barrier between my vagina and vagina and my underwear. So I think underwear I would wear.
You would go. I think I would
do
go
that.
socks.
Really?
Yeah.
For a whole month without washing them. Okay. And with your job?
I know.
Are
it's
you
awful.
sure?
I just. I leave so many stains on my underwear.
That's 4 weeks.
2 weeks.
That's 4.
2 weeks.
That's 4
with
weeks.
With them normal, and then 2 weeks inside out.
That's still 4 weeks.
I know. But
versus a single week with your underwear. That's 7 days. Just 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
You can even,
would still do this.
Can you even pull them down a little bit so they don't like collect
you can't
all
even
your sweat
you
at
can't
once.
even take your underwear off. What society come to? I would go socks.
I would still do underwear, but I mean, again, I don't have as physically a demanding job as you do, so I don't sweat a lot down there, or anywhere really, because I don't. But I mean, my even with my job, my socks get stinky after like even if I wear them for like 2 or 3 days at a time, they start getting stinky. I could not do a whole month.
This is the episode where everybody learns that we're freaks.
Yes.
Freaks.
I sweat.
Whoa!
Whoa.
I
sweat so much.
Would you rather watch nothing but Hallmark Christmas movies or nothing but horror movies?
Oh, horror movies. They're not. I mean, both are bad and cheesy most of the time. But like, oh well, hold on. At least with Hallmark Christmas movies are easier to make fun of.
Oh, it does say Christmas movies.
Yes.
I was gonna say because Hallmark used to make really good movies.
Yes.
There was one, The Deaf Man That Heard, I think, is what it's called.
Okay.
I watched that with my grandma because she lives in a home now.
Okay.
And I loved it. I thought that movie was great.
Is there a sequel called The Blind Man Who Saw?
I don't think so. I don't know. But that was a Hallmark movie, and it was very, very good.
The Mute Man Who Spoke.
I mean, yeah, that's technically what happens. I mean, I guess kind of, that's not really spoilers. It's
the
literally,
paraplegic
it's
man
a kid,
who kicked
it's
my ass.
This... The amputee who punched my dick.
Yes. You're catching on, yeah.
But it was about this kid who just wouldn't respond to anyone. Mm-hmm. I think he missed a bus or something.
Yeah.
And he kind of just sat there and people were talking to him and he didn't say anything. And everyone was like, oh, the kid he must be fucking deaf. Yeah. And so he grows up his whole life not saying anything to anybody. And fucking, it has something to do with, I think like a murder happens and like he saw it.
Yeah.
And he goes, and he starts talking to him. He's like, "Oh fuck, he did hear.
Oh my god,
he heard the whole thing."
Oh my god,
that's really just the movie. But I liked it. I'm sure if I watched it again, I'd be like, "Oh, this is weird."
That was like kind of what happened in my last job. Just really quick, I, for those of you who don't know, I used to work in a kitchen as a dietary aide at a geriatric facility, and I never spoke, like at all. And I was the youngest person working in that building, and everyone knew me for that one kid in the kitchen who just never said a word to anybody. And people, I don't know, when you don't speak, people just kind of assume that you don't hear either. Not like consciously, they didn't think I was deaf or anything, but they were like, thanks. But not that they thought I was deaf or anything, but just that they thought, I don't know, just subconsciously they just thought that they could say whatever they wanted around me because I wasn't going to say anything about it anyway, I guess. I heard some wild fucking shit while I was working in that kitchen. And people were just like, I was right there just making a pot of coffee. Or like
they
cleaning,
just say, yeah, I saw him get murdered. And you just turn and go, what the fuck? Like, and they're like, oh shit.
I'd hear the chef and our manager, like, not the chef that we had when I left, because he was cool, but the previous chef and like our manager, and they were talking about
don't go into
I'm not but just disgusting stuff, like sexualizing some of the female staff at the
I said don't, you did it anyway.
I'm not getting into it though, but I'm just vaguely,
but still,
but I mean, it was just stuff like that, just crazy shit like that you would never say in front of somebody else, but they said it in front of me. And just, they were so loud about it too. I just like, you're not even trying to hide anything. I don't know.
Yeah, that kind
That's
of stuff is awful.
Yeah, I'm just glad I don't work there anymore. Yeah. I feel bad for some of the ladies that worked there too. And some of the guys that work there too, because like I said, our chef that was working there when I left, he was hired shortly after I was, and he was promoted to chef, and he was cool, and I felt bad for him too, because he was, I don't know, I won't go into detail about him, but he was dealing with some shit,
Yeah.
both outside of work and at work. And I
Yeah.
felt bad.
Anyway, Hallmark or horror.
Woo! Oh.
I mean, it's Hallmark Christmas. They're all the fucking same.
They are, but they're easy
But
to make
then-
fun of.
Yeah, but then also when it comes to horror movies, you'll eventually get tired of them.
Yeah. I don't
right?
really get
there are only
I
so
feel
many
like-
horror movies, but there are
There's
millions
most-
of Hallmark
Yeah,
movies.
most horror movies are so tropey that I don't get anything out of them. So are Hallmark Christmas movies.
They are all the same.
Yeah.
Every single one of them is the
every
same.
horror movie I've ever seen, minus a couple, have had
It
the
better
exact
be Alien.
yes,
Okay.
have been pretty much exactly the same or had the same formula or the cheap jump scares. And I hate that stuff. And I don't get anything out of horror movies. And I have yet to find a horror movie that really just terrifies me, like gets under my skin.
We just recently watched Skinamarink. Did that not do anything?
It was unnerving, but it wasn't like I didn't find it scary. It was very well directed. It was a fantastic movie. It
Yes.
just didn't scare me.
Huh.
I
Well,
don't use that as a metric to measure.
I know exactly what movie would scare you.
I don't use that as a metric for whether a horror movie is a good movie or not, because it like Skinamarink, it was very well directed and very well executed, and it was one of the best horror movies, indie movies and horror movies that I've ever seen.
Mhm.
It just didn't scare me, and that doesn't make it a bad movie. I still have yet to find one to scare me, and I would like to find one that scares me, and I just don't, and that's why a big reason why I just don't enjoy a lot of horror movies. Because I mean, I know that it's happening on a screen, and I can't get past that it's not real, and that I just don't take it home with me. I watch the movie, and then I'm like, okay, that was that, and then I don't have nightmares about it or anything. I don't wake up and like I don't get anxiety. I don't have any. I just nothing happens, and I want something to happen. And I want to have that reaction that other people do when they watch horror movies, and I just don't. And I want to.
You're just special.
I am special.
It's difficult for me because I really like horror movies.
Yeah.
Alien is my favorite movie franchise. But Hallmark movies, and again, I mean, I could watch the Alien movies over and over and over again. But for the rest of my life, I think I would do horror movies. I don't
think so,
don't
too.
think I could watch the same thing over and over because they're all the same. And the good thing about horror movies is that even bad ones, they're gonna be a little different,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And bad horror movies are so fun to watch. They really, I mean, some of them aren't. Some of them are just terrible.
Neil
But-
Breen.
This does not count as horror movies.
I love Neil Breen.
Definitely on the level of Hallmark movie.
I still think that they can. Some of it's kind of horrific. a
He
little bit.
he tries.
He tries.
But
He
it
tries.
just doesn't land,
Yeah.
man. So we both say horror movies.
I say
Yeah.
horror movies.
Would you rather spend a week in the forest or a night in a real haunted house?
Week in a forest, or a night in a real haunted house.
I'm doing the fucking haunted house.
My house is haunted. I've told you about this before.
Yeah, your lights are freaky.
The sink too, and my walk-in
Oh, let's
closet.
keep this. Let's keep all this for
Okay,
a Halloween
okay,
episode.
Okay,
We can do
and
a
then
Halloween
that one.
episode.
I know, but I won't go into detail. But I'm just gonna remind you the thing where I was dusting the corner, and then I heard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was weird.
Yeah,
We'll get it. We'll do a Halloween episode, and
yeah, it was weird.
it will be
Ugh.
mostly Sydney talking about it. Because
Yes, I have
it's very
so
upsetting
many
because
stories to tell.
I
am
do
so
believe
excited.
I do believe in the supernatural, but I've never had anything significant happen to me.
I'm kind
There
of
was
the opposite.
there's
I've had
one
a lot.
instance.
I'm kind of the opposite because I've had a lot of spooky things happen to me throughout my life, and I've heard so many terrifying things like from my grandmother and from my parents
Mhm.
about things that have paranormal things that have happened to them.
We
And
need
I
to
am
get my dad
still
to tell his.
I am still skeptical. Like, I still have a certain level of skepticism about the paranormal. I like to believe in ghosts because it's fun, but I could never fully I could never fully get past my skepticism about it. And despite how much has happened to me, because I like to rationalize, and I don't want to have to rationalize sometimes. It's just a reflex.
Yeah, it's
'Cause, I mean,
fun to
yeah,
just
it's-
think that
yeah,
it's like,
it's fun to believe.
spooky ghost.
I don't really
so
care.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't care if it's not real or if it's real or not. I don't care if people put evidence in my face, wave evidence in my face that it's not real. I don't care because it's fun.
It was just a gas leak. You were hallucinating. Ghost.
Ghosts.
But I personally would definitely pick, like above all else, no matter if the ghosts are real or not. Like, this is for certain. This
Yes.
house is haunted.
Yes.
I'm fucking going in that house.
Yes.
I
I
want
would
that
love to
so
do that.
bad.
I would love to
But
do
you
that.
love the forest too.
I do, but as much as I would like to think, I like to think that I have the survival skills to
Well,
survive
okay,
a whole
no, hold
week
on,
in
hold
the
on.
forest.
Let's say that you have the supplies to live for a week
in the forest.
in the forest.
I could do that. I would love to.
Again,
do that.
like, you
Oh my
make up the
gosh.
scenarios in your head. You know what I mean?
Okay. If there were no bears,
No bears.
no bears.
You heard it here first, folks.
No
Cindy wants to
bears.
get rid of all bears.
All bears. I'm bearist.
Okay, well, that's a little
I'm
much,
a bearer.
I think.
I'm a bearerist.
A bearist. Jesus. I want to kill all bears.
All bears.
But yeah, I would definitely pick the supernatural is the big thing for me.
I love bears. They just scare me because I don't want. They could chomp my head and like a.
You just have to scream at him.
That doesn't work for everyone. Doesn't work for all of them. And I.
But no,
I
there's
just-
a what is it? Brown.
grizzly bears and black bears.
No, there's a saying that tells you what to do.
Oh,
It's the brown ones you yell at, and then the
brown, stay down, or
Oh,
brown,
I
lay
thi-
down, and then black.
shoot him with a gun.
Sure.
Because that's what
I think
police
it's like
do.
fight back or like something
which,
back.
Which bear should
You scream at.
you? That's Jesus. I can't spell. Black bear. It's
hey
the black
bear.
bear. You know, hey bear, do alerted to your presence.
Yeah, I think the saying is brown stay down, black fight back. So
Okay.
if you see a brown bear, just lay down and play dead. And if it's a polar bear, then pray.
If it's white, then
pray.
you have an
Pray.
issue if you're in
Yeah.
the forest.
Yeah. Well, yeah, both.
That's not a polar
But
bear.
if you see a polar bear, it doesn't matter what you do because you're dead.
It's a
Pretty
what is
much.
that? What is the? It's a It's a Gemini home entertainment situation where it's like that's not a bear anymore.
That's not a bear.
That's not a
anymore.
bear.
That's not a bear anymore.
That is a hive mind.
Yes, but I love bears in theory, just not in practice.
I love the thought of bears.
I love the thought of bears. I just don't like them in real life because they could easily kill me. If I was living in the woods, but I think I could do a whole week as long as I was keep my wits about me.
Yeah, if you even if I had all the supplies, I don't. It's not that I don't like the forest. It's just it feels a bit too isolated for me,
Okay.
and I don't like that. I
Mm-hmm.
don't like the thought of being in the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
with no one around me. Again, even if I had the supplies.
If I spent a whole week in the woods that I grew up with, I could do that easily because I know
no.
those woods. I know like the back of my head. Now, granted, there's a lot of invasive Asian bush honeysuckle that's made its way up there, so it's all
a bunch of invasive Asians.
Asians that have rooted themselves in the forest and they've
They
grown
stand there and they yell at you.
Yes,
They're like, "Get out of here!"
They're very dangerous. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but
But
I
I-
would definitely do
yeah.
the haunted house. The haunted stuff is a super exciting thing for
I
me.
would still want to do the haunted house, even though I could spend a whole week in the woods. I feel like being in a haunted house would be more fun.
Exactly, you know what I mean?
If I had to do,
Even if
I
they're
had to
angry
live in the
demons, I would still want to live in that house.
Yes.
I would still want to one night. It's just
The thing
one
is,
night.
though, is if the spirits were trying to kill me,
You just be like, yay!
yay,
Yay, I'm so excited.
Please kill me.
I would be like, oh,
Oh,
a thing happened
Oh.
the whole time. If I was, you're completely alone for
oh
both
my god,
of these,
I'm
right?
being strangled by some ethereal being.
Oh my god,
This is cool. This is so cool.
Like you're completely alone, but it's just like, I would still be like, oh, a thing happened.
Oh my god. And
But
no
yes,
one
definitely
would ever know. You would
definitely
you would
a
either
haunted
die
house.
or like you'd tell everyone what happened and they'd be like, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
bud.
Okay, would you rather always have a full phone battery or a full tank of gas? I feel like this one is kind of easy.
Do I have to pay for the gas?
That's what I was gonna say. I would like. It's
If I don't ever have to pay for it ever again and the gas never runs out, then gas.
It's gonna be
Please,
gas. All right,
gas.
that one's
Give me
easy.
gas.
That
All
one was
right,
easy.
next
enough.
question.
Next question. Okay, this one's gonna be difficult.
Yeah.
Would you rather get a paper cut every time you turn a page, or bite your tongue every time you eat?
How hard?
Well, what is the normal strength that you usually bite your tongue?
Enough that it hurts.
Then always.
Enough
yes.
that it hurts.
Yes,
Okay.
and that is so. Listen, every time you turn a page, and every time you eat.
So either just don't eat or don't read.
One of those is super important to being alive.
I could do ebooks. I could get by with ebooks. I think I'll go every time I turn a page. I cut my fingers. I could
Even on the
paper cuts
ebook, you just turn the page. Ow! What the hell? How'd that
How the fuck
happen?
did that happen?
There's no paper here. This one's difficult for me because I
Okay.
despise biting my tongue, but I also don't read enough to. Let's say it's like even when you're skimming through, like that, like each page that you go through
Yeah.
is a paper cut.
Yeah.
So you just go like this with your thumb, and your thumb is just absolutely shredded.
Now, every time I eat, does that mean every time I take a bite, or just once every time I sit down to eat a meal,
I would say
or every time I eat something new?
one snack would count. Like
As
not like a singular punch the mic. Not like one thing, but like a snack.
Okay.
Is enough to count it.
Okay.
So like you have like a bowl of
Popcorn.
like a bowl of popcorn. Like throughout all of that, you'll at least bite your tongue once.
Okay.
I couldn't do it. With as much as I eat, I can't. I think I would have to do the paper cuts.
I feel like I wouldn't be wise for me to pick the second option just because it would deter me from eating. So I would probably go with paper cuts.
I just can't handle the pain. It's just too
wouldn't-
much for me.
I would just be like, it's probably just better I don't eat. And
I-
that's dangerous. That's a dangerous slippery slope for me to go down. So
Yeah.
I think I would do paper cuts.
Paper cuts. Would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or live to 100 with a lot of regrets? I feel like you kind of already answered this
No
question.
regrets.
No regrets.
With a lot of regrets, I don't want to live to 100. I would rather die in 20 years.
I think I would also rather die in
Yeah.
20 years
with no regrets.
with no
If
regrets.
I could do everything that I wanted to do within the next 20 years, that would
Yes,
be fucking
that-
sick. That'd be
that's-
awesome.
that would be
Before my body
fantastic.
gets old and gray and I start breaking down and my bones start fracturing, that would be awesome. Oh my god. Before I'm in a
we've-
wheelchair, preferably.
We've also are now a little over the halfway mark, and we're only an hour in.
Not
so
that that's gonna happen at 40. I hope I hope that
Oh,
doesn't happen
goodness,
at
no.
40. but-
it's been locked in now. You can't
oh,
take it back.
no, I'm gonna die at 40, guys. Check back here in 20 years, see if I'm still alive.
Would you rather take amazing selfies but look terrible in all other photos, or be photogenic everywhere but in your
The
selfies?
second one.
The second one?
Yeah.
I think it would be... the second one, because I think it would be really fucking funny.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, wow, he looks so good. And then, like, the selfie is just like...
Yeah.
It's like, oh God.
No, I promise I don't look like this in real life.
I swear I don't look. Oh, it's like a Tinder thing.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to.
Sorry about that.
You wouldn't
picture,
be able
by
to
the
have
way.
an Instagram or a Tinder account.
It's like the crying filter.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just like every
time you
selfie that you take.
Yes.
It just, no matter what app you're using, you just be using the normal Photos app, and
Yes.
it
Every time.
automatically applies to
Yes,
it.
every time. And you can't do anything about it.
But you look absolutely
gorgeous.
gorgeous
Yes, ethereal.
in all other photos. I think I would
Beautiful.
also do that one
Gorge.
purely because I think it would be funny.
Yeah, it would be funny. But man, my biggest problem is that I don't have control over the camera when people take pictures of me. And they can never get my angle right. They never do the right angle, and every time they take pictures of me, they'll go too high, or they'll go too low, or they'll do
Have you seen the Amazing World of Gumball thing, where Darwin is like,
yes,
ugly,
pretty,
and then it's like Gumball takes the phone, takes a picture with the low, and he's absolutely
he's like Chad.
I love that show.
I do too.
But yeah, purely because it's funny, I would have
If you
picked it.
take it down, no, if you take it down low, it looks bad. But if you, so that's why you see. But if you take it up high, it looks. I don't remember. But
Ugly?
see, ugly,
Pretty.
I love that show.
This one is also kind of nasty.
Okay.
Would you rather walk in on your parents or have them walk in on you?
I would rather walk in on my parents. I've done it once before.
Oh my god, really?
Yes.
Oh. Well, you have to. You have to tell us.
Oh, would they? Now the question is, would they know I walked in on them? Because that would be more embarrassing if they were like, if we locked eyes.
I feel like it is. Yes, I feel like it is. Like in both situations, it is like a like completely stop, lock eyes situation.
Okay. I don't think. It would be more embarrassing for them if I walked in on them, I think. And versus the other way around, it would be more embarrassing for you and I if they walked in on us.
It does say parents. So it would be both of them.
Yes. Walking in on
Yeah.
us. And I don't like that. So...
Yeah, this is the episode where people find that we're freaky.
I love walking in on my parents.
No,
having
that's
sex.
not... It's not at all what I meant.
I'm an exhibitionist, but only for my parents. Oh my god, are you okay?
Yes, it's my chair.
Jesus
My chair
Christ.
keeps getting caught underneath my desk.
I would rather walk in on my parents, though, because I don't want them walking on me, and I feel like I would rather my opinion of them change rather than their opinion of me change for them.
I think I would also do the same.
Yeah. What's your reasoning?
That's it.
Okay, okay. But I have walked in on them doing it before, just not when we were on just when we were on vacation once, and it was when I was like 12. They didn't notice me, I don't think. But that's kind of on them because we were sharing a room, and they were doing it in the bathroom.
Oh.
And I guess they thought I was like either out of the room or like too busy on my iPad. I didn't have an iPad, but like the proverbial iPad. I was on my phone or something, and they were in the shower together, and I guess they thought they were being quiet, and I went in there to go to the bathroom or something or to wash my face.
I'm taking a pee. Can you guys be quiet?
Yeah. I'm pissing. Can you keep it down? pipe down in there. I'm shitting. Oh my god.
Yeah, so would you rather be the absolute best at something that no one takes seriously, or be average at something well respected? I think I would want to be the absolute best at something that no one takes seriously.
Why is that?
Because then I myself know that I am the best at this thing, even if nobody cares about it.
I do a mean saran wrap.
I wrap food pretty good.
Yes. I've done it. One time I did it before, so I put, I took some saran wrap when I was a kid, and I wrapped it around the toilet, and I wrapped it so tight and so good that it just looked like a normal toilet bowl. So when you opened it, it looked like just the light wasn't, it was so, yeah, it was so tight. It was wrapped so tight that you could not tell that there was a sheet of saran wrap over the toilet bowl.
That's impressive.
So my mom went in that morning, the next morning, to go to the bathroom. And exactly what you think happened.
Oh!
She took it really well. I feel like if it happened to anybody else, they would have had my head. But they burned me at the stake, publicly humiliated me, cut my hands off, something, I don't know. But she took it really well. She was just like mildly grossed out. And she was like, I cannot believe that you did this, and I fell for it.
So which one then? Which one would you do?
I think, what was the question again?
Be absolute best at something no one takes seriously, or average at
mediocre at something well respected.
Yeah. Average, not mediocre. Like
but mediocre is average.
Whatever.
It's like, I think mediocre is either average or like slightly below average, something like that. It's not dog shit, but it's also not great either.
Yeah.
So yeah, average. But I think I would go with. Give me an example. The
saran wrap thing is a good one.
Something that people don't take seriously.
Yes.
Though. But I'm very good at it, and I pride myself on how well I can saran wrap things.
That is a very good example.
Because I can make it look like there's no saran wrap over the top of it. If you look at the sides, you can see it. But if you're looking at it straight head on from the top, you can't tell.
The thing that people do with doors sometimes too.
And I can do it. I can do it quickly too. It's not just that I can do it; it's that I can do it in record time.
So what you're saying is be the absolute best at saran wrap, but no one takes it seriously.
I mean, since I already have that luxury of being great at something that nobody takes, I think I would go with the second one. I think I would rather be average at something well respected, but it depends on what that thing was.
Yeah. But the saran wrap one is a very good example of that. Would you rather have to wear every shirt inside out or every pair of pants backwards? I feel like this one is kind of easy for me. I would just wear every shirt inside out.
Or pants backwards?
Yeah.
You
would finally be able to have deep pockets.
Backwards, though? Mm-hmm. I would have butt pockets, finally, but I wouldn't have... Well, no, I wouldn't.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I would have
You would have good front pockets.
Front pockets.
But they're like
most of my
there.
Most of my pants don't have pockets anyway, so that doesn't really do anything.
They're all...
And most of my pants are the same in the front as they are in the back, so I think I would rather go with pants backwards, because most of my pants are...
You just
like
do pants backwards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of cool shirts, and I want to show them off, so...
This one is a really fun one. I really liked seeing this one on the list. Would you rather live in a treehouse or in a cave? Treehouse. With treehouse, 100%.
Oh my God.
You could do so much with it.
Oh
Caves just get cold.
Can you get Can you get Legionnaire's disease from living in a cave?
I don't know
For
what
too
that
long?
is. I'll look at
It's
it.
like it's like the licking and air conditioning unit disease.
Legions. I
No,
guess.
guys, don't. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, by Legionella.
Legionnaire's disease is a serious type of pneumonia caused by Legionella bacteria,
Well,
which grows in
hold
a
on.
worm.
Did you just? I'm sorry, I might have gotten this confused. Did you ask why you
Can
would?
you get Legionnaire's disease from living in a cave?
Oh,
too
I
long?
thought you were asking
No.
about licking caves.
No.
I was like, why the
No.
fuck are you
If
licking
that's
caves?
a good question though. If you lick the moisture in a cave, can you get Legionnaire's disease?
Probably.
I know you could probably get a lot of diseases from licking caves, but I mean, I wouldn't live in a cave because I don't know what's fucking down there.
Yes, that is also a big thing.
People
We don't
live
know what's in there.
people live in tree houses all the time. So you never
Dude,
hear about
fucking
anybody. Plus, it could
monkey!
it could collapse at any time.
That is also. I would
could
think
co-
it would be like
a
the mouth of the
a
cave.
stalagmite or stalagmites are the ones on the ground. A stalactite could fall on top of your little hut at any point in time. It could fall on top of you at any point in time.
A treehouse just
The entrance collapses and you can't get out. You're
so
stuck.
much more fun.
It is, yes.
'cause you
Caves
could
sound
set it up
dangerous
and-
and gross.
Yeah.
Um,
You good for the
yeah,
next one?
Yeah.
Would you rather-
Musty, dusty.
Travel the world for free for a year,
Ooh,
or have $50,000 to spend however
$50,000.
$50,000.
$50,000 isn't a lot in today's money. I would rather travel the world for free for a year. I would get to see so much,
Mm-hmm.
and it would be a lot more than $50,000 is worth.
That is very true.
Yeah.
I think I would do the $50,000.
Why? What would you spend it on?
I don't know.
$50,000 would
It's
be
however
nice.
I can please.
Yeah.
So I could just save it for the rest of my life.
And do what with it?
I don't know.
It would be nice to have $50,000 to put toward a house, because that would be like
Yeah.
a fifth of the price of a 2-bedroom house today. So, I mean, that would be nice. That would be nice. I would, if the question was, would you rather travel the world for free or have all expenses paid for a house for the rest of your life? I feel like I would pick the house.
Mm.
If I could have enough money to pay for a house just up front, that would be awesome.
There's
That'd be
just- I
wonderful.
don't have
But
a lot of places
50
that I want to go, I think is why.
I want to see a lot of places.
Yeah, I
The Earth is a very big place. Earth is very big. It's a very big rock we live
yeah,
on.
sure it is.
It's a very big rock.
We have a sun in
You can't
the
travel the
universe,
sun.
In
You can't walk across the sun.
in the universe that is a million times
Yeah,
bigger than
take a-
ours.
take
Our
a
sun is one of
vacation.
the smallest
Take a
suns.
vacation anywhere else in the universe. See what happens. Watch.
Just
Yeah. You won't even be able
I
to
would take
gasp
the
for breath. You just
$50,000.
burn into a million crispy bacons.
I would take the $50,000.
I would travel the world. I would want to see Greece for free. That would be great. I want to see Japan. I want to see South Korea. I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to Scotland. I want to go to
You go
Egypt.
Disney World.
Egypt is cool. I want to go to Disney World.
Guys,
wanna
Sydney
go
has
to-
never been to Disney
I've
World.
never been to Disney World.
She's never
I
been
wanna
to a
see-
theme park.
I want to see Disney World for free. Disney World.
No, and see that says you can travel for free. You still
Yes.
have to pay to go into Disney.
Bring the question back up again. Go back. Travel the world for free.
If you had $50,000,
That's
you
I'm
could
assuming
go to
that
Disney.
I'm assuming that means that all of my expenses are paid.
No.
So-
I would think it would be like
That's part of
plane-
traveling.
plane.
That's part
is
of traveling.
Paid for,
Okay, then I will jump off the plane and land right smack dab into the middle of Disney World. I don't have to pay admission. Fuck you. Fuck you, Walt Disney. Fuck you.
but- okay.
I'll be keeping my money today. Thank you.
Would you rather be in a zombie apocalypse or a robot apocalypse?
Zombie.
I have a lot of pent up anger. I would love to just absolutely.
I feel like robots would absolutely tear me to pieces.
Well,
But
Xander, though.
zombies are
We have
fucking
Xander.
yeah. But we have Xander.
It's just EMP.
Yeah,
But
but
be like, one sec, guys.
the thing is, we only have Xander, and there's a lot of robots. I feel like we would fare better in a zombie apocalypse.
Just ask him, what's 0 times 0?
Listen though. Okay, if you're taking into account the average jaw strength of a human, what the fuck are they gonna do if you wear something thick enough that they can't bite through? If you're wearing full plate armor, let's say you have full plate armor.
Let's assume that this is a...
What are they gonna do?
Like a kind of superhuman kind of situation where it's like not a Walking Dead, sorry, like the Last of Us thing, where it's like it's a fungus, and like it mutates them in a way that makes it very difficult to avoid it.
Yes.
I
forget like a spore situation where if you breathe it in, then you're infected.
Yeah,
but if you wear a gas mask.
No, I'm more talking about the zombies.
Okay.
Then what? What would you like?
But if you wear plate armor, though, is the thing. No.
We're full chainmail armor.
Chainmail, plate mail, anything. If you wear armor, like something strong enough that they can't bite through it, what are they gonna do? If you weld it to your body like a onesie, so they can't even take it off.
You become the robot.
You become the robot. What are they gonna do?
Okay.
What are they gonna do?
Okay, let's assume that the zombies have the, again, superhuman strength situation.
Yes.
Like, they die and they are way past the extent of, like, normal. Right? And can bite through and infect you in any way. And then we have the robot situation where they are smart enough to understand that they are alive. Are there any good robot apocalypse movies? I don't think there are, because iRobot isn't good.
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Let's assume, hold on. Let's assume that it's like a Helldivers situation.
Okay.
Where it's like, even though that they're doing nothing wrong in the lore of Helldivers.
Yeah.
But let's assume that they're
just defending their planet. But
they are there to kill humans.
Yes. They're actively seeking humans out to kill them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're like Terminator style robots, so they're really hard to kill. Which one would you rather do then?
Get to the chopper. I want my popcorn.
No.
I still think zombies. Because I think a robot apocalypse could absolutely...
Yeah, I think it would wipe people out.
Rip me to pieces.
And I feel like there are enough zombie apocalypse movies and shows and games for everybody to just be like, yeah, I mean, it's really funny to imagine it's like a zombie outbreak has started and everybody just goes because they're already ready for it. Yeah,
we have so much media that revolves around a zombie apocalypse.
They're like, all right,
like we'd on some level be
what kind of zombies are there?
It's not a matter of what do we do. It's a matter of what flavor?
We all know that if you aim for the head, you're good.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
And they're most likely either no faster than a normal human, or they are slower.
Let's say, again, this is like, they are mutated in some way.
Yes.
I think Days Gone is not a zombie game. I just want to make that clear.
Okay.
Because they don't die. They just mutate. Yes. In The Last of Us, that is a zombie game because they do die from fevers.
Faster though?
Yes, there are different kinds. There are different kinds.
To me, that doesn't make any sense though, because even if your body is infected with something like that, the infection is limited to the vessel that it inhabits.
What? No. Listen, in Days Gone, it is a mutation.
Okay.
So let's say Days Gone
Show me
style.
An example. I don't know.
They're not zombies. I don't like that they're called zombies. Days Gone enemies. Oh my god, I can't. So they also come like this,
Okay.
which is a bunch of where they swarm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And this is one.
Okay.
So this is like a super beefed up one that isn't just killed by like a single
Okay.
bullet.
How did they get like that, though, is the thing?
It is mutations.
From...
I don't know. I haven't finished the game. I don't remember exactly.
Okay. Is it like some radiation cop-out thing?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I don't like
But-
when media does that, where they're just like, why are these things like this? I don't know, radiation.
No, I think there was some experiments going
Okay.
on. Minor
makes
spoilers
sense.
for Days Gone. I think there was some spoilers for Days Gone that they What the fuck did I just say? I feel like I just said minor spoilers twice.
I think you did.
um,
I don't remember.
some experiments happening
Okay.
that made them like that.
Okay. I still think I would go with Zombie Apocalypse.
Yeah, because I mean, like, fucking look at that guy
Oh.
compared to Deacon.
Because
He's
I mean,
fucking huge.
there's at least there's at least with the zombie apocalypse, there's at least the plausibility that they'll be dumb and stupid and unmutated, and they'll just be, you know, the typical slow, you know, human monstrosities.
Yeah.
But I mean, robots, pretty much always with robots, they're gonna be
They're
more
gonna
advanced
win, yeah.
than humans, and they're going to
I feel like we would
absolutely
also be very
fuck you
much
up.
less prepared for that than a
Yes,
zombie apocalypse.
Absolutely.
I truly think that if a zombie apocalypse started, it would be over like that.
Yeah.
because of how much media there is
Mm-hmm.
around it. Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yes.
So we both agree on zombies, though.
Yes.
Would you rather lose the ability to read or lose the ability to speak? This one is kind of easy because I think I would do speak because I don't think we understand how much we read.
Mm-hmm.
We read a lot, even if it's subconsciously.
I read.
There is so
Yeah.
much that we
Yeah.
read,
I
and
would
not
not be
being
able
able to understand any of that would
not
be
able to-
extremely
yes,
overwhelming.
I would lose a whole. I would lose a whole way to access the world and to navigate it if I could not read.
And
I would not,
this
I would
is
not
no
be,
offense
and
to.
I would not be able to remedy it either because there's no. I can't learn ASL to read again. But if I lost the ability to speak, I could learn sign language, and that would
Correct,
That
that's-
would bridge that gap.
And
But-
I've always wanted to learn.
I have always wanted to learn ASL.
Good reason
yes,
to.
Yes.
So I feel like the losing the ability to speak would just be the better
Yeah.
option
Yeah.
of that.
Because there's other ways to communicate, but if you just can't fucking read, I mean, how are you gonna learn to do that again? What are you gonna do to remedy that?
Yeah,
you
I
can't.
mean that's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult. Would you rather have super sensitive taste buds or super sensitive hearing?
You know, like Dolores from Encanto,
Mm-hmm.
where she can like hear everything through the fucking walls. I
Mhm.
would not. If that movie taught me anything, it's that I would not want that superpower. I guess super sensitive taste buds, but I feel like that would turn me off of a lot of foods if I could taste every single minute.
What
don't
would be
know.
like
It
super sensitive to you? What does that entail?
Super sensitive, like, I don't know, being able to taste the fucking atoms on the food I'm eating.
I don't
know.
I feel like the flavors would just be intensified. I feel like that's
I think that
but
would
not
be
like
cool.
I get, but then you would not be able to eat anything bitter or sour or anything like that.
Not
because,
necessarily. Not necessarily. Because I like stuff the more sour it is. I
Mm.
would love if things were more sour.
Yeah, but your body can only take so much of
I
that.
know.
But so let's say you had a sour Skittle, you would be in pain.
Okay.
I want it.
I want it. I mean, I've had the world's most sour candy before, and I was unfazed.
You have not had the ball.
What ball?
Did you not? Hold on, let me.
The ball.
The ball. What is the world's most sour candy?
A couple years ago, it was toxic waste candy.
It's not anymore. It's this.
Not?
This is what I'm talking about.
Okay, Black Death sour candy.
This is currently the most.
I could probably eat that then, because toxic waste
I don't
did
think
not
you.
faze me.
I don't think you understand just
It
how
was
bad
okay.
it is.
Okay.
Like, I watched a video of somebody doing it, and they were literally like having spasms. It was terrible.
People do often overreact on the internet too.
No, you can tell that that's not.
Okay. We'll watch it later. We'll watch it later.
No, hold on. I just want trying black.
I'm trying. Oh my god. Hey, it's Johnny Gilbert.
It's
Oh
this
my
lady.
God.
I saw this lady. I went to the.
Okay. Bismillah.
It's kind of funny, but I mean, like, it's awful for some people.
There's no way that she's not kind of overreacting though. Okay, pause it.
What?
Let's stop. Okay.
I don't like watching people eat sour things.
I don't like watching people. I don't like watching.
So you would do taste buds?
I think I would do taste buds, because being able to hear everything like a mile away, or the creaks in the walls. And
that's a thing that I didn't even think about.
Yeah,
is
my own blood rushing through my body.
Oh god. Okay, that's a good example. So let's say that the super sensitive hearing is like what being in one of those completely soundproof rooms are. Like the ones with the triangles coming off of the walls. You know what I'm talking about? Like the perfect
Yes.
that.
Yes.
God, that would be awful. I think I would also have to do the super sensitive.
I would never be able to sleep. I'm serious.
No, I don't think you would be able to.
I would not be able to sleep. Because I already struggle to sleep as it is with the noise from like outside, or like the trains, or the tree hitting my window, or the TV on downstairs. I would not be able to do it.
Yeah.
I can't.
So, taste buds.
Taste buds.
This one's also...
And I also struggle enough with sound to begin with, because I get overwhelmed enough as it is with sound. So I just, taste buds.
This one, I guess, is kind of easy to answer, but it's...
I will never talk to my ex again.
Would you rather ask your ex or a total stranger for favor?
I ask strangers all the time for favors. Like, if I need somebody to take a group picture of me, or like to take a picture of me, I would walk up to somebody and be like, hey.
I talk to strangers every day.
At least you would get to choose the stranger.
That is
the stranger.
True.
You have more variety with the stranger you pick than you do with the ex. Because, I mean, there's a guarantee that you don't... There's at least more of a guarantee there that you don't like your ex. But you don't know if you'll like the stranger or not. You don't know if you'll enjoy, getting to... It's a blank slate with that stranger.
Yeah.
You have a blank slate there.
And I don't...
I don't need to be talking to my ex. I don't need to talk to them. I don't care.
I think the stranger would just be a better option, overall.
Yeah.
Because... I've had my fair share of people, and they were not good people.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, strangers.
My ex can go fuck herself.
Okay. Would you rather you be able to speak any language or be able to communicate with animals?
Oh my god. I would love to be able to communicate with animals.
I know, but any language.
I don't care. I want to be able to communicate with animals.
Fuck the language barrier.
Animals! At least you can learn a language. You can't just learn how to communicate with animals. It's not a learned skill. It's something that you would... It's an ability you would have to just have.
This doesn't specify that you can read or write it. This says speak.
Speak.
That's
be able to talk to animals. And I would, if any other language, I would love to just be able to just learn it the same way you learn any other language.
Hold on.
If I was able to speak with animals, I could have it both ways.
Yeah, but you don't know what the fuck animals are thinking.
I want to know. I want to know.
Most of them are just going to be like, sex, I want sex. Where's the hot babes?
Food.
Sex, food.
Food.
Food,
Give
sex.
me food. It's 3 a.m. Wake the fuck up.
The cat is
I
just
know you're
like,
in
what
there.
the fuck are you doing,
I know
bro?
you're in there. Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up! Let's leave the keys up on the table. I think I would do any language. I actually really hate the language barrier because
You alone are gonna bridge it.
Yes, I will be the one.
I would be the one.
It's just
God smites you down.
This
This is
Too much power.
This is why I didn't sign off on the Tower of Babel. Fuck you.
It feels, it makes me feel bad that I can't understand other
But you can
people.
learn.
Correct, but to be able to automatically just be able to be like, oh, I understand what you're saying. Let me
Yes,
complete.
but you could learn though, and that also would give you another opportunity to get to know people and to learn the language through their mentorship.
I guess that is also very true.
And it would, if you're looking to bridge the gap between a language barrier, then that would be adding in learning it from somebody who speaks that language as their mother tongue would be even better than just knowing it.
Have you seen
already?
Have you seen the guy that knows a lot of languages, like knows how to speak in a lot of different languages?
I know. I've seen a lot of people who do that.
And he goes on
that's
Omegle.
like their thing. Yes.
It's dead now. It just died recently, I think.
Omegle?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I feel like I was on that just the other day.
Why?
I wasn't, but I was just like, it feels like yesterday that I used it once, but I did it with a friend at a sleepover once when I was in middle school. Not
on my birthday?
Oh my
god! It shut down on my birthday
Really?
last year.
Shit, man.
That is November 8th of last year. Holy fuck.
Damn.
It's almost been a year since then.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's insane, actually.
I didn't even know it shut down. That's crazy.
I only learned through a Matt Rose video.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, I would still do the language thing.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Would you rather?
I would never understand that.
Would you rather
I want to know whether my cats hate me or not, or whether they're gonna eat my body when I die.
Would you rather run at 100 miles per hour or fly at 20 miles per hour?
I want to fly. Fuck running at 100 miles per hour. That's scary. Oh, you don't even get to. I mean, where are you gonna run? Because if you're running too fast,
Save gas.
You can't process. I know, but you can't process where you're going at that fast. Going that fast, you could run into something.
Spider-Man.
I would rather fly.
I would want Spider-Man.
You could go any. You could fly at 20 miles per hour. You could fly most places you could run to in 100.
you get a speeding ticket.
Yeah.
Stop running so fast.
Stop running so fast, Sonic. There's only room for one Sonic in this world.
I need exercise.
There ain't enough
So
room
I
for
would
the two of us.
I would
You could
say
get exercise while you're flying though.
I'm running.
But you could
flap. You have to flap your arms.
See, but I mean, yeah, exactly. But see, while you're flying though, you wouldn't have.
Then
to
you could
worry
literally
about
say, "I flew here, and boy, where are my arms tired." Like,
Yeah.
actually, it's
Yes.
very hard for me to lift my arms right now.
Yes, but you would be able to fly through all of the You wouldn't have to like go down the sidewalk, go down the street, go past the stop sign.
No,
Stop at
no.
the stops. You could just
It
fly
doesn't-
in one direction and not have to go around anything. You
It
could fly
doesn't-
above the trees
it-
and then to your destination.
it
and it would
doesn't
take less
s-
long. It wouldn't take as long.
It doesn't specify that you have to always be running at 100 miles per hour.
Yes, but what are you gonna do at 100 miles per hour? You would not-
drag races.
You're gonna compete in a drag race.
Yeah.
You're gonna run in a drag race.
Yeah, it's cars.
you're going to run
Yeah.
in a drag race.
Where's your car, dude? Oh. I
No,
don't
you know
need
what
a
you
car.
you know what you should get? You should get like one of those little Tykes cars that you
Flintstone it? That's funny. That's genius.
This is my car.
What are you talking about?
Okay, dude.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Where's your engine? These puppies right here.
What's your 0 to 60? Yeah, I think I would also do flying though.
I would. Yes,
it
that's
just
so
seems
fun.
much more convenient.
And it's fun. It would be fun because you get to say, "Oh, I can fly. Can you fly?" You get to put it on your resume. I
Can fly. Okay. I already know both of our answers to this one.
Okay.
Would you rather visit the International Space Station for a week or spend a week in a hotel at the bottom of the ocean?
Hotel at the bottom of the ocean.
Space. Immediately. Fuck the ocean. That is scary.
Oh, I would love to go to the bottom of the ocean. That sounds. So
I would
cool.
love to just be in space for a
That
week.
sounds fucking cool.
We'll say that it's like instant teleport there, instant
If
teleport
you
back.
knew that you wouldn't die though in either situation,
I couldn't do the ocean.
really,
It's too
I
much for
couldn't
me.
do space. That scares me.
I
I would not.
they
be
both
able to
yes,
do
they're
space.
they're both
I want to do the ocean.
scary
I
in
want to
their
see
own
what's
right.
down there.
Now, I just because I like space doesn't mean I don't think it's scary.
No one has ever spent a week in the bottom of the ocean. I want to do that. I want to be the
No,
first
but
to
it's
do
a
that.
hotel, so people have already been staying there.
You don't know that.
But
You
it's-
don't know how the hotel got there.
What the hell?
You don't know how the hotel
Is this
got
a
there.
is
Maybe it sunk.
Is this what is that mystery flesh pit situation
yes.
where it's just
Yes.
where it's just a big dragon?
Yes.
Um,
Mystery Ocean Hotel.
and we're on the last one. Are you ready?
Cool.
This one I really like this one. Would you rather live in a house haunted by friendly ghosts or be a ghost reliving your average day after you die?
I want to live in a house haunted by friendly ghosts.
I also want to live in a house haunted
I-
by friendly
That
ghosts.
would be awesome. I would
now,
love that.
now are they friendly or are they friendly? What kind of friendly are they?
I'll take it either way.
Yeah, that's all that I
Yeah.
had copied.
Do you
so
have a
those are
bonus
the-
question from your own brain, your own noggin?
No, I really don't.
Think
I'm
of one.
terrible at coming
Think
up
of
with.
one.
I can't.
Think of one
I'm-
from your own
I'm-
noggin.
I'm serious.
Would you
I
rather?
really can't come up with any. It's very difficult for me to
I'll
come
think
up
of
with
one.
Would you rather?
I'll think of one.
Well, don't take too long then.
Okay. Would you rather...
And that's the podcast, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It's good to. I like Would You Rather's. I think they're pretty fun to
I do too.
do.
Oh, could we come up with one collectively for the comments? I want to ask the audience
Would you rather piss or shit?
right now.
Right now in your pants. There's.
Would you rather piss your pants?
Would you rather like this video or subscribe?
No. No.
What? Oh.
Neither.
Oh.
I would. Would you rather? No. Would you rather piss your pants right now or shit your pants right now?
There are no loopholes. There's
no
nothing
loopholes.
you can do about it.
No. You have to
You
be
have to
wearing. You
answer.
have to be wearing pants,
can't
and you
put-
have to shit or piss.
I can't wait for the comments to just be filled with one word. Shit.
Shit.
But thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you really enjoy this. We like doing this kind of stuff. It's fun.
Yes.
So thank you guys so much for listening and coming down to the cafe. We will see you guys next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Goodbye.